What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and I thought I'd give you guys an update on my free-to-play account. This is a 3-day-old account, and let you know what I've been doing to try to progress through the game. So far, these are all the characters that I've been able to get. I've got Captain America, Shirog, Iron Man, Black Widow. All those characters are at tier 2, and all those characters you get completely for free. Well, this is a free-to-play account, but you get them as you play the game. So you start off with Captain America, Iron Man, and Black Widow. You get all three of those characters, and you'll actually get Shirog doing an event through the game. You have this little icon at the top right-hand corner that has a little explanation point with a circle around it. Click on that, and this is going to lead you in the direction of getting Shirog. You're just going to keep clicking on these things, do what they tell you to do, and you'll be getting them. I actually did get Clea from a support hero chest. I did get Shuri. I'm actually using her for the Path of Agent, and I actually got to do a world boss today, which we will do with Shuri. And Shuri is going to be a really great character from the Path of Agent. I decided to choose her because she will give this extra damage dealt to supervillains by 35%. With her uniform, it's 45%, but I'm not really that concerned about that because my plan is in the future is really just to try to get some Pierce on my cards. And once I do that, even the weakest characters are still going to be able to get it done in World Boss. And I've acquired a lot of other characters. Got Black Panther, War Machine, Captain Marvel, Ant-Man, Taskmaster. And so what I've done is you want to make sure that you're going through the legendary battle. You want to click on normal and you want to go through all these legendary battles. You want to go through every single one of them so you get as many free characters as you can. And when you start off the game, you're going to start off in story mode and you're going to go through normal on Dimensional Clash here. And you're going to go through all of this. You'll be able to get Captain America, Black Widow, and Iron Man all at tier 2 automatically going through all of this. Once you finish this, you're going to start unlocking all kinds of good stuff right here. You'll unlock Dimension Mission, Dispatch Mission, Epic Quest, which I haven't even started, Heroic Quest, which you actually got to pay crystals for, and White Fox is the character that I would go for in here. But I mean, honestly, Luke Cage should probably get it done also as well. And, in the challenge mode, again, I always play squad battle. I always come in squad battle because you'll get these 7 Mandalay gems. Now, I know it isn't much, but, every little bit helps. And you don't have to do well in this at all. Just play the squad battle and you'll get those free 7 Mandalay gems every day. When you're free to play and you're a beginner player or really any player at all, anytime in this game, you really should be farming as many resources as you can. On my whale account, I take for granted everything that I have. There's a lot of things I don't farm as often as I should, but on my free-to-play account, I'm very dedicated to making sure that I farm everything that I need to do. Now, Shadowland here actually gets unlocked at whenever I can do Dimension Mission on 7 difficulty. And if you go to Dimension Mission, to go on 7 difficulty, I need to reach level 15 for my agent level. And you increase your agent level by having 6-star characters. So when I have 15 6-star characters masteried up, then I'll be able to unlock stage 7, then I'll be able to unlock Shadowland. And once I unlock Shadowland, then I'm going to start being able to get some selectors. I'll start being able to build other characters that I want to build up, start getting some characters to tier 2. That's really, really going to help. I'm also coming into Alliance Battle and Timeline. You see, I've done 4 runs against Timeline. I'm actually coming in and doing Timeline. And even, in the very beginning in the Bronze League, you're still going to be able to do fairly well. You're still going to be able to do pretty well. I've actually been getting wins using these characters, even on auto, which is pretty funny. But yeah, I've actually been able to get some wins. And you want to do that. You want to do that as much as you can because Timeline is where you're actually going to get some crystals from this game. Danger Room, funny thing, I didn't know this, but on your new accounts, whenever you play Danger Room, they actually will give you an awakened character or tier 3 character to play with. It's only a choice of 6 characters, but they actually will let you play. So when they ask for a requirement up here to play Danger Room, it's not a big deal at all. It won't matter that you don't have a tier 3 or awakened character because in Danger Room, only awakened and tier 3 characters are allowed. But they actually give you one to play with. So I thought that was pretty damn cool. That was something that I experienced that I didn't even know you could do on these new accounts. So that's pretty awesome that Netmarble actually addresses that for new players. I think that's fantastic. And then in the Alliance Battle here, you want to make sure you're doing Alliance Battle also to make sure that you're getting your gold. I mean, this is a 3-day-old account, and I'm doing all of this stuff every single day. You want to make sure you go in normal mode, play this, And you're not going to do very well. You're probably going to die, especially with these low tier characters, these weak characters, because they're just not leveled up. I mean, I don't have anything on these characters. There's nothing to help their damage. My cards are complete crap at this point in the game. I'm just playing these game modes to get whatever rewards I can. That's all I'm doing. I'm just trying to get whatever gold I can, whatever rewards I can. That's all I care about. Just try to get as much resources as possible. And I'm also making sure that I play World Boss Invasion. I make sure that I come in here, I collect my little rewards here. You go to select stage, click on this, click on enter, and it'll say clear stage with less than 5 super villains. And by the way, keep in mind, a lot of times when I do these kind of videos, I feel I'm trying to pretend that I'm talking to players that don't know what they're doing in this game. So I'm trying to provide some information for you to help you out a little bit. But clear the stage with less than 5 super villains. So you want to make sure that you're putting heroes in these 3 slots in hopes to get the maximum rewards. And the beautiful thing about World Boss Invasion is a lot of players that are already playing this are going to have super strong characters. So maybe I'll bring in, one of these characters like, these are all heroes, right? These are all heroes, and you do have to use 3 characters. Maybe you'd use your weakest characters in there. So say I use Clea. This is that decreased skill cooldown. And by the way, War Tiger gives a decreased skill cooldown. Mysterio gives a decreased skill cooldown. Iron Man gives a decreased skill cooldown. These are all wonderful characters to have in the very beginning because you don't have much cooldown at all, if any at all, especially in 3 days. I do have a little bit of cooldown for my cards now because I did equip some cards in that last video you all saw, but it's still not maxed out. But when you have this leadership, that helps out a lot. So I'll throw in a couple of characters here. We'll click on there. We don't have any super villains. And I'll just show you how easy this is. This is a catwalk, no problem. Does take a little bit to load, unfortunately. But there's always other players in here that just have stronger built characters. They have stronger accounts. And this is actually, you'll see it's actually pretty simple. These other guys, they're just going to come in here and they're going to mow town. See, I didn't even do anything. I didn't even do anything. So these other guys, 100% damage ratio, boom. And now I got that little box. I got some bios for Dr. Octopus. And you can get other resources in here that are going to be very valuable in the future for you in this game. So you want to make sure you can do that 3 times. It costs you 10 energy. And you want to do that as much as you can. You can only use the amount of characters that you have. But even if your characters are just, 6-star, they'll go ahead and mastery them up for you while you play them. Go ahead and put them in tier 2. So that's actually really good also. And that really helps out new players a lot. I really love World Boss Invasion. Whenever I first started this game, that was something, that whenever it came into the game that I played religiously to help build my resources. GBR, you really should be trying to play this too. Even if you're a brand new player, you should be trying to play this. And what you want to do is you want to try to add friends that have good accounts. Now, if you're a new player and you're joining this game, I would advise you to join my Discord or join my Twitch, get on with me with Twitch. And, you can add me as a friend, or you can add someone that's in the, in the Twitch streams or in the, in Discord from my Discord that, they have decent accounts and they'll be happy to help you out. And even if you create a lobby, which I can't do because I don't have any characters, but if I go in here and I have 3 characters that I can actually use, your characters do have to be tier 2, and I use those characters, all you're going to have to do is hit public lobby, which will be a little icon in the bottom left-hand corner. Hit that public lobby, and again, just like World Boss Invasion, other players that you're going to play with are probably going to have really strong accounts. So even if you don't have friends that have strong accounts, even if you're not in alliance with, players that have strong accounts, you're still going to be able to do this because other players will. Now, I can only play this, one time. Also make sure that your boost points are maxed out before you do this, and make sure that you max out your boost points. There's a little plus and minus icon in there, and you want to click on a plus. Beep, 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 beep. Make sure it's maxed out so you get the max rewards. And you can see I've already gotten 5 Silver Surfer bios. I'm already collecting these Qs. I'm already collecting these tokens. These P tokens are going to be very valuable to collect a P card later on. And those P cards are going to give you a lot of extra stats. And for those of you that don't know, a P card is one of these cards right here that have that shiny glow across it with the P in the top left-hand corner. These cards are massive, especially later down the road, because you'll actually be able to add an effect called Pierce, which will ignore all the defenses of the world bosses, which is going to enable you to do a lot of damage. You should also be playing world event. Now, this is something that I do lack on. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't really play this all that much, but you really should be trying to play this every day to acquire these basic agent kits. That way you can level up your shield level, because it's going to give you some small bonuses that's going to increase certain things. It's going to actually increase your acquisition of rewards in certain game modes like Dimension Mission, Dispatch Mission, I believe. And that's really going to help you out a lot. That's the one area I do slack on a little bit. You should also make sure you're playing co-op play. You should play with as many characters you have. So it doesn't matter if your characters are tier 2, tier 1. The more characters you have at 6-star, the more characters that you can use. And this is going to help you get a lot more rewards through the game. So make sure you're playing co-op, World Boss Invasion, Giant Boss Raid, World Boss Event. Make sure you're doing Alliance Battle, which you can do. Make sure you're doing Timeline. Danger Room, maybe you'll get some bios. I'm not really too concerned about Danger Room right now. I just play it because they asked me to play it. Whoops, didn't want to click on that. Make sure you're playing Squad Battle every day. At Legendary Battle, you can actually get some rewards in here when you do play these things. You actually can get some of these little boxes, which can give you some rewards, which is actually kind of nice if you're trying to scrape by and get some. But most of my focus when it comes to my energy is in the Dimension Missions, these right here. This is where I farm most of my things because I want these tokens. I want these tokens right here. And when you start off, you play this a few times, you get 5,000 tokens each time. And those tokens are going to rack up, and this is where you can farm for bios to build up characters. You can farm up materials to build up characters. You can get cards in here. You can get gears in here. And these things actually can help you increase your damage for your characters. Urus that increase the damage for your characters. ISO 8s. And all these are very valuable resources. And you'll find as you're doing these missions in here that they're going to tell you to come in here. You're going to say, well, use whatever to, get, for example, to get comic card chest. So you come in here, you'll do this a few times, you'll finish this requirement, then you'll move on to the next one. So right now they're asking me to clear World Boss clear one time. So Path of Agent, this is for Shuri. So I click on that, and I need to clear World Boss. So I'm going to go into against Proxima because physical damage characters do the most damage against Proxima. Still just doing stage 1, and I got Shuri right there. Now my Shuri has nothing on her. She has level 20 gears. I'll just go ahead and quickly show you the build on old girl. But she does have level 20 gears. And by the way, all the bios and everything I've got from her is just from playing the Path of Agent. These are not things that I did not have to farm for. No ISO 8, no obelisk, no uniform, obviously, nothing. All of her skills are at 1. And something to note about Shuri is her skill 3 actually does give her an attack buff. And if I was to max it out, I could actually increase attack by 15%. Instead, I got 5%. But there's no need to level up because she can actually get to clear the way she's built right now. I mean, her fifth skill does have 5 seconds immunity. If this was a skill that, say, only gave you 2 seconds or 3 seconds of immunity, and then when you leveled it up, you actually got that 5 seconds of immunity, this would be a skill that I would level up early on to increase your survivability against World Boss if you're using this character against the World Boss. And as far as my cards, real quick, this is what I've done so far. This is something else that I've been doing in the last couple days is after one day, I went ahead and equipped some cards. And these cards were only at 2-star. Now you can see that my Loki card, this first card's a 3-star, the next card's a 3-star, the next card's a 5-star, the next card is 4-star. And that's why I'm farming in Dimension Missions so much, to get them tokens to level up these cards. And so you're going to gradually upgrade your cards to where you're going to keep gaining stats. So we'll back up here. So at 3-star, I got this extra blue stat. When I roll it again, I'll get another blue stat. Now, ignore defense and skill cooldown are the most important. But since this card already has cooldown on it, I'm going ahead and just rolling. But I'm probably going to stop at this one. You see this card here has dodge, cooldown, poison, resist. So this card here is the card that I'm actually going to upgrade again. And by the way, the more stars that you have, the higher percentage your orange stats are going to be. So that does help as far as your stats. And as always, the goal that you're going for in your card effects is you're going for 27% cooldown and you're going for around 30% ignore defense. Those are the two most important sounds, skill cooldown being the most important of all. And I know I'm kind of jumping around all over the place. It's just a lot to talk about when you talk about these new accounts. So we're going to go against World Boss here really quick. And we're going to show off old Shuri here. We're going to show her a little love. We're going to use this decreased skill cooldown by 24% from Mysterio, a character that you get for free from the legendary battle. We'll jump in here. We'll just use these strikers right here. Let's do it to it. Hopefully I don't die and I actually get the clear. But something about Shuri that's really, really nice is she does have that immunity. So we're going to switch to her. We're going to hit that 3. And we're going to get that increased attack. And now we're going to use the 4 skill here. Now Proxima likes to jump around a lot, so she can be kind of a pain. But her 4 skill is an extremely long iframe, which is awesome. Uh-oh, I think I might have used my 5th skill already. Oh, crap. Oh, crap, my immunity is gone, too. Do the 4, do the 4, do the 4, do the 4. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. And, you know, having my cooldown almost maxed out has really, really been beneficial. It's helped out so much. And I always make sure to get that 3rd skill before I do the 5. That way I get that at least the extra attack. I'm only getting 5% attack right now, but it does help. You know, every little bit helps. And I'll probably do a video about leveling up characters as well. I'll just make a dedicated video to that. And boom, guys, you know, one time I come in here, it took about 1 minute and we got the clear. So right now, 3 days into this game, I'm already doing 4 world boss clears every day. And now my goal is to try to work on another character so I can do 5 every single day so I can get those max rewards. We'll click on that. Now it says Path of Agent, advance Shuri to tier 2, right? Click advancement. They give you all the bios, right? I can go ahead and click on this. And now she's at tier 2. And here's the cool thing about this. Now that she's at tier 2, doing those world boss clears are going to be even easier because Shuri actually gives the increased damage to, whoops, tier 2 passive, increased damage to supervillains by 35% and the decreased damage received by 25%, which is an amazing support, especially early on in this game. And I'm just going to keep clicking on these things. I'm going to keep running through it. And now we can select another character in the guided quest. So now I would pick another one of these characters. And, you know, really the best character on this list right now, you know, Shuri was the first one that I picked. I think the next one would probably be Vision. I think Vision would be the next one because even in his base kit, Vision actually does insane damage. He doesn't need a uniform. He's actually going to do really well for you. So I'm actually going to, now I already own Vision, but we're going to get some extra bios here. I mean, I could put Loki and Hulk, but all these other characters need uniforms to shine. Ghost Rider's amazing, but he needs his uniform to really shine. And being free to play, I don't want to spend my crystals on a uniform. I'm doing everything I can to make sure that I don't pick characters or use characters that use uniforms in the game. I'm going to do my best to try to avoid that at all costs. So right now I'm just going to think about this, but I do believe Vision will probably be the next character that I start working on. So that concludes my progression as far as how far I've gotten in 3 days of playing this game. I'm pretty happy with the progress so far. I mean, Marvel Future Fight is proving to be very free-to-play friendly. And this is something that I always knew, but you know, as a free-to-play player now in this game, it really does give me a lot of appreciation for these characters that I don't really play at all on my whale account, which is something that I can appreciate. It's something that I can definitely appreciate. And honestly, I appreciate my whale account even more because of how difficult this account is to play, right? The grind is real, my friends. Whereas in my whale account, I don't have to grind like this. I don't have to put forth so much effort. You can see I even got Proxima here already. So I can start working on her if I really want to. But I'm going to hold off on that because she requires a lot of BAM and a lot of gold. And I'm just not ready. I have almost 16 million gold. And by the way, that's another reason you should be doing all that farming that I'm showing you to make sure that you're getting a lot of resources, to make sure you're getting a lot of gold. Because Gold is going to be your crux in the very beginning of this game. You want to make sure you farm as much gold as possible, and you really only want to be leveling up characters that can actually get it done. So, you know, Shirag, Captain America, Iron Man, Shuri, Scarlet Spider are all characters that can get it done. Mysterio can actually do work for you in Shadowland, even with his base kit. That's something to keep in mind. You know, Cersei, Vision are all very, very strong characters. So let me know how well you're doing as far as your progression on your account. And I do stream on Twitch at Reset every day. The link will be in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.